Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the second and the last game of the day. It's Khelbei Bangladesh presents Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Privemen and sponsored by Fine Drinking Water. The first ball that's been pulled away for a boundary. What a start by Super Strikers! It's Super Strikers, double S. They are up against AWCC. And the first ball has been put away by Mijbalum. It was a short delivery, and he got ample time to rock back and pull it through the onside. Good ball. Very good ball. Good comeback. Another play and a miss. Two in a row. The first encounter took place earlier in the day, where 96ers they beat Pando Design by 17 runs. That's wide. A wayward delivery from Shahanur Srijan. Well, it's a no ball. It's a no ball, which means there is a free hit in the next delivery. That's chipped up, should be taken, but it will not be out because it was a free hit delivery. A quick start by AWCC. Shahanur has been very much rapid. First over ends with a dot. It's 5 for none. So it's Navid Kovir for the next over. That's been cut away. Will he be able to find the gap? No, he won't. Bit of fumble. Oh, there's a mix-up in the middle. Nonetheless, no damage done. It's 6 for none after 1.1 overs. It's a different way to play cricket. Last man stands. Oh, it was a quicker one. Misbah just couldn't judge the pace. Quicker than he expected. Gets a single nevertheless. Seven on the board. Another punch. Oh, a quick single. If there was a direct hit, then the things could be interesting. It's 8 for none after 1.4. Super Strikers. They did have a very good start. Good tight bowling. This is very good bowling from Navid. 4 runs from his first over. It's 9 for 2. It's 9 for none, I beg your pardon. It's 9 for none after 2. Bit of width. A half-weighted appeal as well from Shahanur Srijan. That's been played downtown. A single will be taken. It's a cloudy day here at Lake Puri. A small ground around Purvachal. In the air and ooh, just over the fielder, and it goes all the way for a 6. It wasn't a very well controlled shot from Russell Mia. Nonetheless, he gets enough to beat the man at deep extra cover for 6. He was playing away from his body. For that reason, he just couldn't generate a lot of pace. It's up in the air and straight down the throat. Once again, it was a mistimed hit. The previous one, he got saved, but this time, no option. The wicket falls in the last ball of the third over. After 3, it's 16 for 1. The first change in bowling. It's Masood. Edged away. That was a thick edge, but safely flies to squarish third. It's 17 for 1. Super Strikers. They just have lost a wicket. So of course they're feeling the heat of that pressure. The skipper comes out to bat, Rakinajic. That's a crunchy shot, but should be cut off. And he does really well to stop this one. That's cheeky. At least they should get a couple of runs. It won't reach the boundary because it's not a pacey outfield. Uneven cross just slows the pace of the ball. It's 21 for 1. Beautiful. Absolutely a beautiful delivery to complete the 4th over. It's 21 for 1 after 4. Navid Kubir continues. Outside edge. Once again it flies through deep third man. And they're coming back for the second run. Oh, this can be tight! But the throw wasn't good enough. It must have been better. The keeper had to collect the ball away from the stumps, and that really allowed the batter to enter the popping crease. It's been very much evident that Navid is trying to be persistent around the stumps. Haven't seen to give away any freebies to the batters, and batters are struggling to score quick runs against him. Interesting action as well. Oh, it's a wide. It was a tight call, but the veteran campaigner Shafai Tami signals wide. Well. Bit of cat and mouse game. The batter left the crease before the ball was delivered. For this reason, the bowler just had a little chat with him. Oh, once again a good delivery, but the line was wrong. As a result, it's been called as a wide second time in this over, and that adds 3 extra runs. Perhaps commentators curse. I was praising him for being persistent around the stumps. And right after that, he has given a couple of wides in the same over. That's high, but not handsome. Lands inside the rope, obviously. We can have discussions about that later on, but in the meantime, 5th over gets completed. It's 30 for 1, and there will be a change in the voice.
5 overs completed, 30 for 1, and it's not the loveliest afternoon that we are having. Big shot, and the outfield is quite slow, we can see clearly. The camera, it is not focusing on the sky, but if it focuses in the sky, we can easily say that the rain is just loading. It may come anytime. Tucks away for a single. 32 for 1 after 5 overs. We don't usually get any rapid start early in the innings. Oh, that's cheeky, and that has almost got on all the way for 6. Just one bounce into the fence for 4. But how often we see that kind of shot? That was truly incredible. Oh boy. And what a big smile on his face, the batter. Made by Islam, a very welcome boundary for him. He is now on 19 of 18 deliveries. Down the leg side. Not a difficult decision for the umpire. Easy wide. This is the second game of the day. We had a glorious game today. Down the ground, straight back over the bowler's head, and it's a maximum. What a shot that is! A pure improvisation. The bowler was never expecting that. Nothing wrong with the delivery. It's just the pure class, the perfect planning and perfect execution. What an over this is turning out to be. Slower one, and a very good comeback from Saifur Rahman Sujon. 6 overs completed is 43 for 1. If you look into the side screen, you realize the speed of the wind. It's mind-blowing, you know. The wind, it's relaxing, but it's somehow an indication of a storm, most likely. Nonetheless, Niljoy Asan into the attack, and pinkish outside edge brings another run in the scoreboard. The last match was held between 96ers and Bando Design. Pulled away, catch it is the call, but it has gone all the way for another maximum. That is exciting stuff. And Mejba Islam, he's certainly on fire. He didn't get the ideal start as a opener. He was a little bit slow early on in his innings, but he is accelerating like a pro. Some measurements are being taken in order for the side screen to stay stable. Shorter delivery again, pulls away just short of the fielder. Should be a comfortable single. So we are into the 7th over, 51 for 1. Super strikers are looking quite comfortable right now. Outside of stump, the perfect delivery during this situation. Pulls away straight down the ground, almost like a baseball type of shot, but didn't get the timing right. Gets a single, 52 for 1. I can bet you every single person here in the park. Oh, what a cheeky shot that is. That is running away fine, and 4 runs. What a beauty. That's the spirit of modern cricket. You cannot rely on conventional shots every now and then. You need to be cheeky. There was no deep fine leg in position, so that was definitely the ideal shot selection in this type of situations. The ball is finally returned to the bowler, and as I was talking about, every single people here in this park are enjoying the breeze, including the fielders, the batters, and here in the committee box as well. We just hope that it doesn't start raining. Fuller delivery, dabs it towards long off for a single. Oh, inside edge and cleans him up. What a beauty, what a comeback that is from Khairul Bashar Masood. And we have eventually probably got a bad news here. We can see the groundsman preparing the covers. We hope that they don't have to come here in the center to cover the pitch, and we'll definitely try to keep this match on and running for as long as possible. Nonetheless, the second wicket has fallen, and we have got a new batter in the crease. So a much needed success for AWCC. they should look to get some momentum back into this game. Good delivery outside of stump, turn and bounce. 8 overs completed. Okay, it has been given a wide. I beg your pardon. It was way outside of stump, in fact. So he has to re-bowl that delivery once again. Last ball of this over coming up. A gentle push towards deep extra cover for a single, and that ends up the 8th over. It's 59 for 2. Moshe Dalom, the new man in the crease here. Shohag is back into the attack. He has been expensive in his first over, giving away 9 runs. Super striker lost their key man. It was Mejba Islam. He was batting very well. Fuller delivery. There was a little bit of hesitation among the batters. They are finally happy with the single. The sky was darker 5 minutes ago. Now it's a bit clear thanks to the wind. Thick edge, and that's running away for 4. That was a bit of intentional. Moshe Dalom, he knew that the man at third, the third man fielder was very fine, was very squarer, so it was easy for him to pick the gap. He just had to use the pace of the bowler, and then it raced away for 4. Good shot once again, but hasn't found the gap this time. Well fielded, little bit of fumble that allows the fielders to run across the crease twice. So 2 more runs taken. Final ball coming up. Good delivery, right on the money. So ends with a dot. 9 overs completed, 67 for 2. So we are talking about the previous match that was held between 96ers and Bando Design Limited. And it was one of the thrilling matches that I've ever seen. I mean, the way, the type of cricket that has been shown by 96ers was truly awesome. Despite losing early wickets, it was the courtesy of Ariful Hawk, who has batted brilliantly and made sure that his team reaches a very respective total. The bowling was awesome also. Using the spinners and restricting boundaries was a very good option. And in the end, securing a comfortable victory of 17 runs. One of the star players, Gaddafi, he was injured during the game. And another cheeky shot. Oh, I like this type of batting. You know, being little bit of showing some improvisation, trying new things, picking up the gap with precision. This is something very necessary. in the game. So folks, cricket is an unpredictable game. You never know when you're winning, when you're losing. You just have to put your best effort. Fuller delivery, slog sweeps that one, but straight to the man. Only a single. Abdul Rakib Zunaid, he's bowling his first over. So he's the second spinner introduced into this innings. Outside of stump. Nice bit of turn and bounce. Well cut for a single. Oh, bowl him! What a beauty! Oh my word! And it's Rakin Aziz who has to depart. He was looking very good and comfortable in the crease. But the way super strikers are losing wickets, it's not very good. It's not the ideal. 10 overs completed, 71 for 3.
Thank you so much, Sahaf. After 10 overs, it's 71 for 3. Super strikers. And they have lost a big wicket of their skipper, Rakin Aziz. Has just dismissed. And the new batter is Latiful Badi, who just has joined Morshed Alam in the middle. On the pads, just clips it away for a single, and the keeper does a really good job. Otherwise it could be a double as well, because the fielders from deep mid wicket and deep backward square leg wasn't in a closer position. As a consequence, the batter could have the time to take the double. It's interesting, it's challenging for the fielders as well. It's because there isn't any option to keep fielders inside the circle in LMS. Well bowled. That's the line to go, and for this reason a fielder was brought inside the ring, which we don't often see in LMS. This is very well planned cricket, and for this reason cricket is called a mind game. You need to play with your mind as well. Nicely cut, but it would be stopped at deep third man. In this point in time, it's important for super strikers to keep wickets in their hand. Just push and nudge, take singles, if possible turn those singles into doubles, but they can't lose any wicket. Bit of trigger movement. Was looking to sweep the ball, but that's gone down the leg, and the umpire Shafat AMIN had to extend his arms to call it as a wide. And there's an interesting rule as well in LMS regarding wide deliveries. If a bowler bowls more than a wide, then that delivery is counted as a legal one, and 3 runs are given to the batting team. There are several unique rules in last man stands cricket. Ooh, that could be deadly. That could be absolutely lethal. We have seen a case where the batter was played on, and this could be the second case of the day. There was a thickish inside edge, but somehow the ball missed the wickets. Hands on head of the bowler. An eventful over comes to an end. 5 runs from it. It's 75 for 3. So it's Rakib Junaid for the next over. Right arm off break bowler that swept away and swept powerfully for 6. That's a massive strike from Morshid Alam. He was down on his knees and thumped the ball with a lot of authority for a maximum. He's a very good player of this shot. He loves getting onto his knees and sweeping the ball hard. We often see Mushfiqur Rahim to play this shot, and he has got out so many times while playing this shot, but he loves playing it, and he played it with the perfection so many times as well. That's chipped up. There is an opportunity. Niloy is under it and he takes it. It's a brilliant running catch. He had to run from long off, cover some ground. And remember, it was never easy. When the sky is dark, it's tough to judge, but he judged it to the perfection. Yet another one bites the dust for super strikers. It's 81 for 4. Comes down the pitch, charges the bowler. Once again, Niloy in some action, who took a brilliant catch during the dismissal. during the last dismissal. In fact, 12 gone, it's 82 for 4. Mohammad Khairul Bashar Masood. This one kept very low. Despite being on his front foot, the batter couldn't negotiate this one. Played with his soft hand. Did Mehdi Hassan and gets his second run of the game. That was off the pads. Nicely clipped away, and that's running away for a boundary. Despite the slow nature of the outfield, the ball managed to trickle down to the ropes, and that has brought 4 runs for the sake of super strikers. That's a wide delivery. And it's been a problem for AWCC. The bowlers have bowled too many wide deliveries, and that has helped the batters of super strikers to release a lot of pressure. A single to complete the 13th. It's 90 for 4. Good delivery. A very good delivery from Navid. And that's what he does really well. The batter expects the ball to turn, but the ball doesn't turn much. Bowled him! The batter went for the reverse whip. Mehdi Hassan, but missed it completely. And it was you miss, I hit situation. Navid just gets his first wicket. Mehdi just comes and goes. It's 90 for 5. It's Russell Islam at number 7, right-handed batter, and he gets off the mark straight away. So of course, after losing the 5th wicket, Super Strikers are under the cosh, and for releasing this pressure, they'll have to play some lusty blows. Still, they have enough deliveries to score around 150, which can be a par score in this venue, where the pitch is instrumental for the sake of the batters. And the ground is not that big as well. Ooh, this could be another one. Playing a miss, but that was really close to the stumps. And remember, the air is also playing a role here. But since it's a breezy day here at Lake Puri, why they're not going with their fast bowlers? They can generate some air swing using this breeze. And a very strong cross breeze is blowing over the ground. It's difficult to face air swing amid this breeze, and especially for the batters who were the tail enders. I don't know what's working on the captain's mind, but if I was the captain, of course I would have appointed a fast bowler to take the full advantage of this cross breeze. Another quicker delivery, but that was just a fraction wide. The umpire Shafat Amin thinks this was out of the line and signals this as a wide. 93 for 5, Super Strikers. It's LMS, a new way of playing cricket. Started back in 2005. Some innovative rules of playing the game picked up, but will be safe. Right now, LMS is played all over the globe, around 120 cities. A single to complete the 15th over. It's 95 for 5, and there will be a change in the com box as well.
"15 overs completed, it's 95 for 5. One interesting thing to see from AWCC is that they are keep relying on the spinners. And that is not a bad decision, to be very honest. Although it may seem like pace bowlers can do a very good job. This time it's a poor delivery, wide delivery. and it was too wide. No chance for anyone to stop. So 4 wides to super strikers. AWCC, they have been bowling very brilliantly. They have taken some sharp catches. Now they cannot afford to be that sloppy later in this innings. It's a lovely breezy environment. Pacers could have done a very good job as the ball could have shaped away, making it more challenging for the batters and more exciting for the viewers. Maintaining the stump corridor, not allowing the batters to rotate the strikes. That's very good bowling. If you maintain your line and length, you are a killer spinner. If we ignore the 4 wides, this over has been terrific so far. 3 dot deliveries. Now I am also here to share an interesting insight. I always love breaking the innings into 4 parts, for 5 identical over parts, and if we break down into these 4 parts, we see that after 5 overs the score was 30 for 1, after 10 overs it was 71 for 3, and then after 15 overs it went 95 for 5. Can you see a difference? Can you spot something related? There is something absolutely related. First of all, if we look into the scorecard, when it was 5 overs completed, 30 without loss. Oh, that's a big shot, but taken into the deep, and there was almost no celebration, which is very swaggy, but that was a good catch. Going to his left, never easy. So super strikers lose their 6th wicket. It's 101 for 6, and this has been the summary of this innings so far. They kept on losing wickets, and this is the thing where we can relate every single phase of this innings. After 5 overs, the score was 30 for 1. They have lost only 1 wicket. They maintained a run rate of 6 runs per over. After 10 overs, they tried to push up the run rate, but unfortunately they lost 2 wickets in no time. So although they put on 41 runs during the over 6 to 10, they lose 2 more wickets. Then unfortunately they kept on losing wickets, and after 15 the score remained 95 for 5. That means they only able to score 24 more runs, and they lost 2 more wickets. So if you keep on losing wickets, you cannot afford to push your run rate. It makes things more difficult and more challenging for the batters. Asanka Costa is a new man in strike in the crease, and he joins with Lutful Bari. Lutful Bari is off strike now. Given the strike to Asanka Costa, he's about to face his first delivery. Down the leg side. Perhaps there was a little bit of connection with the ball and the pad, so no signal of wides. Khairul Bashar Masud, he bowled brilliantly so far. It's his 4th over, given away just 21 runs, picked up a very crucial wicket. Big appeal, that's drifting down leg, that's what I can see here. So that's good bowling. And whenever a new batter arrives in the crease, he definitely has to be a little bit comfortable. He can start to play big shots right from the beginning so easily. So that's definitely a big challenge. Lutful Bari is alongside him, 17 of 15 balls, and no batter in this innings have scored too many runs. So this is also a matter of concern. At least there should be one batter who carries on the innings. Big shot this time, but straight to the man at deep square leg. So nothing is working on at this moment. They're just maintaining just over 6 runs per over. 17 overs completed, 103 for 6. Cut away for just a single. So finally a pacer has been introduced into the attack. It's Niloy Asan Shohag. He was a little bit expensive, given away 18 runs. This is his third over. He has bowled one delivery already. Lathfulbari is on strike. Here's the deck hard. Quick single taken. So we've got 13 more deliveries to be played, and the batters will look forward to have a blistering end. Aged, and that's running away. I beg your pardon, it's a wicket, and that's great bowling, and extra pace does the trick. So the collapse of wicket continues. 105 for 7. We've got 12 more deliveries to be bowled. And guess what? Lathfulbari is the last man. One of the exceptional rules of this game, you can have a last man. And that's why the game is called Last Man Stands. Sometimes the last man can be a game changer. The only restriction he has is that he cannot take a single. He has to take at least a couple of runs. He has already scored 18 of 16 balls, so his teammates will be relying on him. Drives that one away. He should be looking for 2. He has to get 2, and he is fast enough. He's quick enough to get back to his crease. And the last ball of this over coming up. It is another great over in the end. Another successful over. Beautifully bowled to end of the 18th over. It's 107 for 7. Shahnur Srijan back into the attack. It's his last over. Couldn't get the connection right. So starts off with a dot delivery. It's power play 2. And we have got 2 power plays, one from over 1 to 4, one from over 19 to 20. And during these overs, the fielding team is allowed to put 4 fielders on one side of the field and 2 players on the other side of the field. It's a tough challenge now for Lotfulbari, taking on the seamers. He needs to hit boundaries. He cannot take a single. Down the pitch, misses the ball completely. It was really close to the stumps, and he was eventually lucky indeed. Well, playing in an overcast condition like this can sometimes cause trouble for the batting side. Most of the time bowling team like to dominate the batters in this type of situations. That was good bouncer indeed, and no chance for him to take anything. He just stays in his crease, and another dot delivery. It's turning out to be a maiden over, which is quite brilliant for consecutive dot deliveries. So Lutfulbari, the last man standing, is not capitalizing the last few deliveries that he remains. Last ball coming up. Here's that one hard, and 4 runs. Finally, he's got a little bit of relief. 4 of the last ball. 19 overs completed, 111 for 7. Final over coming up. Punches that one, but it will be straight to the man at deep extra cover. So no chance of taking anything. As I was talking about, overcast conditions give the bowling side lots of advantages. For example, the breeze can provide a little bit of shape and swing for the fast bowlers. Sometimes you have to hit the ball in the air with the wind in order to get your expected 6. If you hit the ball shot against the wind, it can cause your wicket, which we see most of the times in West Indies. As we have seen in 2024 Cricket World Cup, the wind plays a very big role. You have got only 3 deliveries left in this innings, and finally Lotfulbari is wearing a helmet. Change of tactics, can it be fruitful for him? We are able to find out. More deliveries left. He should look to eye on 120 mark threshold, and he tries an innovative shot. Wow, that's what we love to see during this modern day of cricket. You cannot just rely on conventional shots to get 4s or 6s. As in LMS in particular, the fielders are allowed to stay right back on the boundary. So you need to try something new every time. Fielder goes through to the fine leg region. He's running hard. He has to hurry, and he makes it quite comfortably. That's good running between the wickets. Gets 2 more runs on the board. 117 for 7 now. And the last ball of this over coming up. Now the maximum score he can get from this delivery, if it is a legal one, is 129 if he somehow manages a 6. Because in LMS, you hit a 6, you get 12 runs of the last ball. But he couldn't connect that one. He has to get back. He's hurrying. Throw has to be on through to the keeper's end. He is hurrying. There is a bit of appeal, but the umpire says no. And he gets 2 runs on the board and gets his team into 119 for 7 after 20 overs. And AWCC, they have to chase down 120 runs if they want to steal the match away from Super Strikers. That wraps up the first innings, and I think we can say in one line that the fall of wickets caused all sorts of dangers for Super Strikers. It could have been much more different if they hadn't lost their top order batters. Anyways, we see you soon as second innings coming up. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned as there are a lot more coverage to come.
Welcome back with the run chase. It's the second and the final game of the day of Khelbei Bangladesh presents Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Privemen and sponsored by Fine Drinking Water. Super Strikers, they batted first and scored 117 runs. The target is 118, and that will have to be chased by AMIN Wicket Cricketers Club if they want to wrap up with the victory. Russell Mia with some of the left arm spin. Monirujaman Monir and Navet Kobir are the opening batters. That's been cut away, but will be straight to the fielder at deep point. Bottom edge. The keeper collects the ball, but in the meantime, the batters have crossed over the 22 yards. The first over is done and dusted. It's 4 for none. It's Russell Islam for the second over. So spin from both ends. I'm quite surprised to see this decision because it's an overcast situation. There is a cross breeze as well. So why spinners? The fast bowlers could be a great option under these circumstances because they could easily get the air swing, and due to the low light, of course the batter, they face a bit of trouble to face the fast bowlers. There was an attempt of a cheeky shot from Monirujaman Monir, and he knows that there is a big vacant point from deep mid wicket to deep third man. So if he somehow connects the ball, of course he'll be able to score some runs. There is no fielder at square leg, deep backward square leg, or even in fine leg. That's cut away and cut away for a single. It's been an eventful day. Rain has interrupted twice, and the black cloud covered the whole sky so many times we thought the play may will be terminated, but eventually the Almighty has still allowed us to play the last ball of the second over. On the pads, just tucks it away. But I don't think there is an opportunity of second run. Oh, bit of misfielding and bit of mix-up as well in between the batters. It's all happening. A tidy over from Russell Islam gets completed. After 2, it's 8 for none. That one kept a little low, and I reckon that will pierce the offside field. That almost did pierce, but due to the slowness of the pitch, that just couldn't bisect those two fielders. One from deep third, another one from deep cover. Deft touch, and the scamper through for a single. Cleans him up. There's that arm ball which was coming back in with the arm and hitting the middle stump to remove the opener of AWCC. It was Monirul Jaman Monir who is on his walk back. The first blood has been drawn for AMIN WeeKend Cricket Club. It's 12 for 1.